Hello and welcome to another edition of Get Off My Lawn, Old Man Gaming with me, Big Scott 35. Uh, so today went to a show, a game, retro. It's called Retro Video Games. I think here in Winston Salem, Retroid Video Games. I think is what it's called. And uh, they put on a show about twice a year. At their old facility, they had a place in their alley. They did it. Uh, this year, they moved locations, and now they can't do it there. So they did it at a brewery, which I thought was going to be inside, and it wasn't. It was outside, and it was a chilly day today. But it didn't start till noon, and it was fully sunny. It wasn't covered. Uh, I did go to another show before that for sports cards and non-sport. It was a huge non-sport. It had everything, um, and it was out of the sunlight, and it was cold. I couldn't even really my hands. I couldn't. It wasn't fun to me. It was in a breezeway, so the wind and everything was blowing. At least this was in the sun. Afternoon. It was warmer. I did have a sweatshirt on. I started wearing shorts. I'm the type of guy, once I start wearing shorts, it's short season. So I did wear shorts, but I had a sweatshirt on, so it wasn't too bad. Uh, I can't, probably about 20, 25 tables. Mix had some, this one, in the past, with this one, they were a little short on games and more on like retro other stuff because that's what it's supposed to be. And then they have the guy that owns the shop. He is they moved their shop to a little bit of a up and coming neighborhood. They're a little bit of the word of what describes them is losing. Don't have it, but it's a lot of knickknacks and stuff that people made, and which is fine. That some of that was cool, but I wanted to see games. I talked about it before. I went to a toy show. This one only had like one table that was toys, and in the past it was more toys. In the past it was 75%. The first time it was 75% pops. I don't know if the pops are starting to slow down, but I'm seeing less and less in that at shows and stores. Um, but I don't know if they've ran out of pop culture to make pops with. But anyway, it was quite a few tables with a lot of games. I am currently collecting for Dreamcast, which before today I have 92 North American titles. That's what I'm going for right now. I don't know if I'll ever expand that. I've talked a little bit about it before. That reason why I'm collecting that is I missed out on it when it came out. I was a Sony PlayStation guy. I didn't have money to buy several different things. I still had a Nintendo that I was playing as well, and a Sega Genesis. So they were the consoles I had at the time. But I was mainly, once PlayStation 1 came out, I was a Sony guy, not really into the other stuff. But let me just show you what I picked up. First off, I stopped at Walmart, and Walmart's got they do some cool releases. I know some people have been talking about not a lot of, media being in the Walmarts and Target. I'm not finding that. No, it's not as much as it used to be, right? But they still having cool stuff. Like I love vampire stuff. Blade is a great movies, comic book, whatever. I guess he's supposed to be coming up in some Marvel stuff or whatever. But so this is a 4 one, and this glows in the dark. So I tend to pick up stuff, and then Batman. I talked about it before. Picking up Batman stuff, love that. They did have a Battlestar Galactica complete the original series. but the cover was just totally just damaged. So not something I want to put in my collection. First, I want to show you something that was played a lot when I was talking about Nintendo. So I had this game, and man, I would have a group of guys at the house, and it would be a large group of people, guys and girls. But we would play this nonstop. It was me and a couple of friends that would play NCAA football on the PlayStation. But this, when everybody came over, this was a big one that everybody liked to play. Pro wrestling, Starman was the one everybody wanted to be. Fun game. Can't wait to get back on that just to see, what if it, your memory's always better than what it actually is. I did pick up 4 Sega Dreamcast. Was not a lot of it out there. It was only saw one vendor have it. I was looking at. I do pick up PSP games as well. I love my PSP. I do have a 2DS. I think is the system I have, right? So I do look at 3DS and DS games to play on that, but I just didn't see much today. I was interested in one game, Assassin's Creed. It was complete for the 3DS, but because that's my favorite. I don't have that, and I don't see it, but now I saw like a video on it, and now I see it everywhere. But I did pick up Jeremy McGrath's Supercross. This game doesn't cost a lot. I think I paid $10. And he took $10 off, so I feel like I got one of these games for free. So, and all of these are complete. Only one I saw with a little crack on it. He kept going, oh, they look clean, right? Clean. Yeah, they look clean. So next, sports games. This one was a little rougher, but NFL Quarterback Club 2000 had an old sticker up here. And then he put his sticker on top of it. So I got my goo gone. I got to work on that. I like them clean. I like the original stickers. I don't like those stickers. I know some people like it to remember like what the games were. This one's a little bit pricier. Even though, this is the Sega All-Star Series, but still NFL Blitz 2000. Really fun game. And I mean, he just had the sports games. I really don't go after the sports games because that's what I grew up playing so much. So I try to expand out of that because, I mean, I play, games I'm playing now is MLB The Show 24, create a character. I have a video where I created it, got him drafted, just mess around with my streaming setup. Which I want to stream some more. A couple of my friends said they want to see that. I've already got him up on the pros. And I played a little bit of one of the Tales games, which I need to get back to. First time I really got into an RPG. I am enjoying it. And I do play Assassins, but my guilty pleasure is Fortnite. I tend to. It's just easy for me to pull up on my computer and just start playing it when I got a little bit of time. And it's just fun to let out some steam. And, I play during the day with single dads and probably college kids. But that's what I do. So this was the most expensive one. Street Fighter 3 Double Impact. And like I said, they all came. Whoa, throwing the disc around. Trying to scratch it up. That one, that cases. Oh, I know what I did. I dropped them outside, and that one, I thought I heard something. So the teeth inside of it broke when I did that. So I had to get a new jewel case for this. But yeah, so, and a lot of times, like on this one here, almost dropped it again. I noticed this one here. like probably stayed where it was moisture in the air in an attic or somewhere, because this is, so I brought that up to him. He took $10 off. So, I don't really, I haggle, but when it's not crispy, and he was trying to sell it like it was crispy. The game itself is good, but when you're collecting, all of it matters. And then I drop it like a dummy, and but I love the art in here. That's really cool. I'm not a much of a Street Fighter. I have played it because that's right in my alley for my age, but I'm not a really good at button mashers. Uh, I love wrestling. I used to play a lot of wrestling games, but they are just fighting games. They're button mashers. But that's what I picked up today. I didn't pick up any figures or anything, and like I did last week at the toy, didn't really see nothing like that. Really wasn't looking for that. Uh, and I didn't spend my budget. I got this one. These for 130, I believe, for these four. I think that's where I got it, or 125. I can't remember, because uh, I went there with a budget of $200 and didn't spend it. And that's just how I am. If I didn't see these, I was looking at PSP, like I said, and I just didn't see anything that really grabbed my eye. I saw a G.I. Joe for the Nintendo, any original NES, that I really, really liked. It was crispy. All of the, and they were really, like, these were all packaged like in a sleeve. I took it out because the sticker wasn't coming off the price tag. So I have a shop on Etsy where I get packages for these. I do have a good spot for Nintendo cartridges perfectly to keep them out of dust. So I'm not really worried about that right now, but loose games, I try to get some type of covering on them. I have a bunch of Sega Genesis and Nintendos, because they always came in those cardboard boxes, and we just ripped them out and threw the boxes away. The manuals might have stayed like in somewhere in a cupboard or something if it came with a manual. But that's how it is with me. But that's what I did this week. Picked that up, had a good time. Spent a little over an hour there. Didn't even try. I'm not a big beer drinker anymore. I used to, but I've kind of chilled out, so I didn't even try the beer there at the brewery. But it was fun. It's always nice to hang out with like-minded people, and they were playing, late 80s, 90s hip hop. So it was fun for me. I had a good time. And I go by myself to these places and just hang out, talk to people, and just, relax and chill and have a good time. And it was fun watching, because it was a retro world. So you had kids walking around looking at stuff, and their parents, rapping the Run DMC songs and dancing, and, because it was right in their real wheelhouse. They were a little younger than me, but it was funny listening to how many parents was rapping Run DMC. I got a kick out of that. So that was a good time. So until next time, like, share, tell a friend. And, this is still new to me. I'm having a good time. I'm learning. And please subscribe. And, I'm trying to get more stuff up, trying to play a little bit more, talk a little bit, trying to get my stuff set up where I feel good about showing it off a little bit. But, this is something that I really enjoy. It's a passion of mine. And thank you for watching. Till next time, see ya.